everyone, Thornton here, and today we have some pretty interesting news about Palworld because it does look like they might actually be getting sued by Nintendo and the game might actually be taken away, depending on how this all plays out. We're going to go over what case Nintendo actually has, what Palworld is planning to do, and why hasn't anything actually been done in the last 3 years this game was in development or so. But without further ado, let's jump into today's topic. The gaming world is no stranger to controversies, and if you're a part of a Nintendo fan base, well, legal battles surrounding intellectual property rights is no stranger. The recent announcement, though, from Nintendo's president has pretty much sent shockwaves through the community, particularly those that are fans of the Palworld game. Now, recently there was confirmation that actions will be taken against games infringing on Nintendo's intellectual property rights. In the future of Palworld, one of those games that has absolutely come out of nowhere and has shaken up the Pokemon fan base to its core hangs in the balance at this point. However, amidst the turmoil, there's speculation regarding a potential acquisition of Palworld's developer Pocketpair by Microsoft, which would, if we're going to be honest here, be one of the major companies that would actually tell Nintendo to F right off. To go over this in layman terms, Palworld has actually been a roller coaster of success, but at the same time, scrutiny. I mean, the game has surpassed every expectation put in front of it. It has a huge player base. Last I checked, it was over like 19 million copies bought or at least downloaded, and it has a very simple concept of the monster wrangling mechanics tied into a bunch of other features from Zelda and Ark Survival. However, the big problem that it has is its resemblance to the iconic Pokemon franchise, which has sparked a ton of backlash from the Pokemon fans and also has raised concerns about copyright infringement. Now, despite all that, Palworld still seems to be thriving. It's not slowing down anywhere, and it's getting millions of players and gaining momentum in the gaming industry. And Nintendo's president actually making an announcement is pretty huge because they were very tight-lipped to begin with. While the specifics of the impending actions do remain fairly unclear, the statement does let us know that Nintendo has a huge commitment to protecting its intellectual property rights. They've gone after so many things in the past. There have been Pokemon mods taken down. In fact, Palworld has a Pokemon mod that was taken down almost instantly. We all saw that coming. But now it seems like they are responding directly to Palworld in their most recent statement. And this is an issue for at least those that are fans of both Palworld and Pokemon, because the protection of Pokemon's legacy is really important to a lot of people, not only in the current idea of it, but also like those that grew up like myself who love Pokemon. However, I am all for one lighting a fire under Game Freak's butt. The game has needed many changes and additions, and the quality of product we get right now is just not worth it. But with Game Freak kind of under fire, probably from Nintendo, like, why didn't you guys do this? It gets kind of interesting because with all this going on, there are rumors right now of Microsoft's interest in acquiring Pocketpair. This really shouldn't be surprising. They've bought everything from Activision to Blizzard. Well, I mean, I guess Activision owned Blizzard, but you guys get the point. They're buying every studio and publisher up like hotcakes. With Palworld's explosive success and the huge player base, there would be a ton of reason for Microsoft to acquire this because it wouldn't even be the most expensive acquisition they've made in a while. And there's already an existing partnership between Pocketpair and Microsoft because this game released through Xbox Game Pass, which would only add to further speculation about this acquisition. Now, Palworld is, like I said, available on Game Pass, but Pocketpair does have some plans to consider a PlayStation release, which highlights the interesting landscape of gaming platforms and partnerships. But we do also know that Microsoft recently announced that they want to make some of their titles available on PlayStation, such as Halo, and that they would kind of more become a publisher than a console maker. And while Palworld's presence on Game Pass has contributed to its popularity, it would also be a smash hit on PlayStation, no doubt about it, especially as PlayStation is more popular in Japan also, where a Pocket Monster game would be massive. You know, kind of like Pokemon. Now, the one other question though is, well, what about Palworld on Nintendo Switch? And despite the compatibility with Unreal Engine 5, there's just a lot of copyright accusations and platform exclusivity. So unless this whole Nintendo thing gets worked out with Palworld and Pokemon, I don't see it happening. However, there is some stuff going on about potential partnerships with the rumored Nintendo Switch 2 as a potential platform for the game's future release, which could be pretty interesting, would hopefully be around the time that this whole issue gets figured out. Let me know down below, what are your guys' thoughts on the Nintendo and Palworld situation? Is Nintendo only doing this because they are finally getting some competition, or is it, you know, actually a issue of fair use or copyright infringement? Also, don't forget to check out more of my videos right here where I cover Palworld, Halo Infinite, the finals, anything you guys need to know. And as always, thank you for watching. See you in the next video.